Hello everyone, and thank you for joining me. Now today I'm going to show you how to make your very own Victorian Christmas cone, or Victorian Tussie Mussie as they're also called. So these ones I'm going to show you. I hope you can see properly. These are the ones I've made last week. So this one's got roses, poinsettias, then some little gold chains, Christmas bauble, and this one is a completely different color theme, which is also really nice. Here, as you can see, I've got dark blue, then some silver elements, cream colored, and dark blue again. So, and it's entirely up to you. You really don't need to hold back when it comes to Victorian crafts, because the Victorians, they would literally use anything they've had at home. They were very resourceful and they wouldn't waste anything. So they would use all sorts of fabric scraps or paper scraps. So it's entirely up to you which material you're going to use. And I hope you enjoy this video, and perhaps you can even learn a few new bits. So today I'm going to use this copper color. That's just an A4 size of paper, sheet of paper, and it's always best to start with a square in order to make your cone, which I've already done. So you just make a simple cone, and I always use hot glue because I don't really trust glue sticks. Sometimes they don't really hold properly. And what I've done next is I put some cotton wool on top just to smooth up the edges and to hide any possible imperfections. But then, it's all very relaxed. It's entirely up to you. And you just do whatever you like, because it's your crafting session and you can relax. You choose your very own materials. Now for this one, I'm going to go with some real nice dark red flowers and pardon, perhaps even with some gold elements. Now let's see. So I've got my lovely flower box. It's also very enjoyable, when you go to charity shops and you can source all your materials together. It's also a very nice pastime. What I've got as well are some Christmas greens. I think these are cedars, they're artificial, and there's some pine twigs which I've got of an old Christmas wreath, also from a charity shop. Right, here we go. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to attach that greenery to our Tussie Mussie. I always, get rid of those stems, those wire stems, because we don't really need them. Now that's all nice and dry. Right, let's get started. So just make sure you've got plenty of hot glue, and I just like having some taller pieces, some bigger pieces of greenery in the background, because that adds a lot more dimension to your Christmas cone. I'm going to use another one of those. They're quite nice. Yeah, so that glue gun has seen better days, but it's normally still going strong. Here we go. Now, the Victorians essentially invented Christmas as we know it. In 1841, Prince Albert actually put up the very first Christmas tree in the UK, which was at Windsor Castle, and he started decorating it the way he's learned it at home in Germany when he was younger, and that's quickly developed into a custom, because naturally everybody was very keen to copy the royal family, and the Christmas tree quickly gained popularity, as well as little gifts and Christmas decorations for the tree. In 1853, they've even started producing commercial Christmas tree decorations. Now, with the Tussie Mussies, these are in fact little cornucopias which the Victorians used to fill with all sorts of trinkets, little goodies and little sweets, and they would put them on their Christmas tree, which I think is lovely. And you'll see, once you've made your very own, you're gonna love it as well. And you can really go for it. You don't need to stinge with any bling or decorations. You can really go to town with it. So as you can see, I've already attached 2 more branches. Just make sure you know that you're using plenty of hot glue, just so that it stays all in place where you want it. Okay, now let's see what we've got. I've got my flowers. I'm going to use these burgundy colored roses. It's a very traditional Christmas colour, alongside with green and gold and blue and silver. And these ones go really well with my copper coloured Tussie Mussie. Okay, let's see if I've got another. Yes, I'm going to use some of these as well. And I've got a little poinsettia. In German, they're actually called Christmas star, which is very fitting, I think, and very lovely. So also an important thing, when you do crafting, never throw anything away. Keep all your scraps and leftovers, you know, because there might be an occasion where you need just that tiny piece, and then you'll be glad you've saved it. Okay, so here we are so far. Now I've got these red flowers, red roses, and the Victorians also loved using all sorts of flowers, because flowers had their own language, and they were able to communicate through flowers. Now, red roses, they're universally known as the flower of love, which is also very fitting for Christmas. So I always immediately cut off those wires, because I've got no use for them. But of course, if you want to keep them, you might find it easier. So here we go. Now let's see. Now it's always quite helpful to piece it together in your mind before you glue it down, because the thing is, with the hot glue, essentially you've only got one try, and that's it. So you want to try and get it right. Okay, let's start with that one. That's going here in the back. And see, that's also the nice thing about those longer branches, because you can easily add loads more dimension. Now, aren't these colours lovely? And that's also what the Victorians wanted. They wanted it really rich and sumptuous, and they wanted to make it cozy at home. And with these Tussie Mussies, you can really add some of that elegance and coziness to your own home for Christmas. Okay, let's see. So we might put that one there. There we go. And always make sure, you know, that it's really, you know, that it all sticks together really well. Because, you know, you just want to make sure everything stays in place in case it falls down, or, you know, the cat or the little ones go for it once you've got it hanging on your tree. So just make sure you use plenty of glue, and you know, glue everything in place discreetly. Now I might even put that one up there. That would be quite nice. See, I think that one would definitely be too big. At some point you've got to make up your mind where you'd like your centerpiece to be, you know, the center of attention, so to speak. Now that poinsettia would be way too big, so it wouldn't make a nice balance. So I'm going to use that one. It also adds a nice bit of bling bling, bit of glitter. There we go. And the Victorians also loved reflective items. You know, they would use tinsel, they would use sparkly things. So that little bit of gold would be quite nice there. And then, yeah, you just piece it together. Let's see, I've got some gold bits. that one might be quite nice. Maybe in the background. Let's put it in here. You can also use those beautiful Christmas berries, which I love very much, to be honest. Well, yeah, let's start off with these and see where it takes us. There we go. So that's just a bit of filling material. Sometimes it's easier to put them in first and then glue them. Sometimes I put the hot glue on right away, but that's all entirely up to you. Sometimes, you know, just depending on the situation. See, so that one would be too much, I think. Yeah, let's put that one in. It's quite nice. Let's see if we... I really love dried fruit, you know, dried slices of orange and cinnamon sticks. They also fit in beautifully. Now I'm going to show you again quickly. See, with this one, I've added some cinnamon sticks. I think I've got 3. Yeah, here we go. Hope you can see. And they also add so much Christmas charm to it. See that one? Yeah, I think I'm going to add some more greenery. Let's see if we've got enough space. Should be fine. Here we go. So that's our Tussie Mussie so far. Let's see if we can add some dried oranges or dried limes. Right, so I've got slice of orange and a slice of lime. There you can see. Here we go. Would be lovely if we could fit in a cinnamon stick, but then, you know, it's also nice not to overcrowd it. See, that one might be... Yeah, I think that one would be too much. This time I'm just going to stick with my flowers. That one is also a nice frame for the roses. Bit more glue. What I do, which works quite nicely, is I always put a tiny bit of glue on the next glue stick, and then prevents it from sliding out. Here we are now. Let's see where. Oh yeah. So that one. So for this Tussie Mussie, I think I'd really like to add some nice pearls. I'm going to show you what I mean in a second. And actually, I don't like that one here. Right, let's do some melts. Now that's a lot better. Okay. Now these pearls, they would also work really well. Now if I put them around, I'm going to show you. That also makes a lovely border, because it's nice, you know, when you decorate the cone as well, because you don't just want to stop and when you're doing a Victorian craft project and you ask yourself, oh, is it too much? Have I overdone it? You know, is it getting too much decoration? Then just say to yourself, put some more on top. With Victorian crafts, the more you add, the better. So I just attach those pearls with a hot glue. So I've just put a tiny dot of hot glue here in the back. And I think I'm going to go around twice. Yeah, so it sticks really, really well. Don't have to wait long. There we go. Another one at the back. And what you can also do is you can conceal the glue with the cotton. So yeah, that'll do. Here we go. So got a little bit of gold. I don't think I'll be adding any more red. So yeah, I don't want to go overboard. I think I'm going to add a little bit more gold, or maybe even some green. So that's that. Now what you can do, you know, when you decorate the tail of the Tussie Mussie, you can incorporate ribbons or, you know, pearls before you glue it together whilst folding it. But I don't really, you know, tend to do that, because sometimes I change my mind when it comes to the color scheme, and you know, I just choose to add different things. So I prefer adding the little tail at the end. But again, that's entirely up to you. You know, just try different things, see what's, you know, what works best for you. Now that Christmas bauble, now that doesn't fit in anymore, so I think I might add that one to the tail of our Tussie Mussie. let's see. I've got some nice, with a nice bow. That would be quite lovely. Yes, so that one is just so lovely. Yes, I know I said earlier I'm not going to use any more red, but I think I've just changed my mind because it's so lovely. So that's also a very traditional motive with very traditional Christmas colours. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to use that as a little ribbon, and then I'm going to put that beautiful bow on top. Isn't that a lovely lush green? And that one goes beautifully with our colour theme. Okay, so that one, gonna attach our Christmas bowl first. I'm just gonna keep that little hanger and, you know, just add a little bit of hot glue. Here we go. So just wait a couple of seconds till it's dried. There's also some other nice bits. Sometimes I add those little Christmas hangers, or I use them for different kinds of ornaments, which I'm going to show you if you like. Here we go. Aren't they adorable? So they're little wooden ornaments. No, I can't find it now, else I would have shown you. Oh no, here's you. Quickly show you. That's another Victorian ornament, and here on top I put one of those wooden ornaments. Now if you enjoy my video, then just, you know, let me know, and I'd be more than happy to do another tutorial for different ornaments. It's quite a bit long, so let's chop off a tiny bit more. Okay, so what I do, it's it might be a little bit crude, but I just fold it together in the middle, you know, give it a little scrunchie, and then just attach it to the Tussie Mussie, to the little tail, and it works particularly well if you've got something to put on top. Do you know what I mean? So nobody will know, and it'll all look nice and tidy. So that one goes around. Where did I put these? Yeah, we might as well add these ones. Here we go, because it's always lovely, you know, to make the whole Christmas cone look nicely decorated. So these I'm just going to stick onto that tail bit. Yeah, a little while ago I burned my fingertips quite badly with a glue gun, with a hot glue rather. So it's always, yeah, very important to be mindful, because sometimes, you know, you just become absent-minded because you're very relaxed, and then all of a sudden, boom, you've just burned your fingertips. Right, here we go. This time I was a bit luckier. That one isn't, I don't know. That'll be okay. This time I don't, have to pay that much attention as to how I attach it, because we're going to put that beautiful bow on top. So that's why it doesn't really matter whether or not it's a little bit untidy. Obviously, if you choose to, use different ornaments for the tail bit, then yeah, it should be a bit tidier. Okay, so now I've got to wait a couple of seconds. Now, aren't these lovely? And they go so well with our color theme. Let's add a tiny bit more hot glue. Here we go. Yes, just hold it for a few secs. Here we go. Right, so let's smooth. I hope you can, yeah, I think that's better. Right, now let's make those ribbons look nice. Cutting them into shape. That's very quickly done. And what you should also do, when you work with ribbons, where is it here? You should always very, very briefly cinch the edges, just so that it doesn't, unravel. That'll do. So that one is really nice so far. It's very interesting, with the color combinations, very traditional for Christmas. Now, all we need now, pardon, is a hanger. For those, I normally use ribbon, or, which is also very lovely, you can use pearls, you can use these Christmas tree pearls, or you can even combine ribbon and pearls, which is also really nice and a nice eye catcher as well. Now I think I'm gonna go for, let's see, I think I'm gonna use one of my red ribbons. Yeah, so that's quite handy. That should be a good length as well. So with the hanger, it can be a little tricky because you don't want it to, to get out of balance. You want it to hang properly on your Christmas tree. But yeah, that should be just fine. So you have to try and find just the right spot. Yeah, I think it'll be okay. Now what I do, I always put on the hanger on the outside, but it might be more elegant, if, or more discreet, if you wanted to put on the hanger on the inside before you fill your Tussie Mussie. But then again, the thing is, sometimes I don't quite know which colors I'm going to go for. So I tend to put them on the outside and then just conceal them. So one is quite a bit too long, so I think I'm gonna shorten that one a bit. There we go. Yeah, that's a lovely length. Sometimes it's a bit difficult to gauge, you know, which length might be ideal, but then I always think, you know, if somebody wanted to put it on a door handle or on a Christmas tree, of course, it's always nice to have that little bit of leeway. And see, I can just use that bit of cotton wool and conceal the glue. And that's pretty much it. Right, and here we go. That's our finished Christmas Tussie Mussie, Victorian Tussie Mussie. Now, I hope you've enjoyed this video. It was my very first video, so I think it wasn't too bad at all. So if you enjoyed it, I'd appreciate it very much if you could give me a like and possibly subscribe to my channel and take a look at my Facebook page. And if you like, I'd be more than happy to, you know, show you some more tutorials for some other Victorian ornaments. Thank you very much for watching. Bye bye.